What is going on, everybody? It's the Front, and we're back again with some more Moonrise here. We're on day 7 of the 32 days of Moonrise. We still got a good ways to go here, but let's see what's going on with these 4 new ruins, including Artemis.
We've got a ton of new epic Moonrise reveals and some information about Shattered Stars Scorpio, our next month of Shattered Stars that is going to blow your mind. Get yourselves ready as we count down every single day until Moonrise pre-orders open on November 15th. Let's do it. Big shout outs to everybody who's been supporting our Kickstarter so far for Celestials Clash. Don't forget, Kickstarter backers get these reveals one day early. But without further ado, let's dive into the reveal.
It's actually up to 350,000 now as we're heading into the week, the second week of the Kickstarter. So if we can get that up to 400k or even 500k, maybe even 600k, we're going to get a lot of cool things coming in Celestials Clash. So check that out.
For those who haven't been involved in Shattered Stars, it's an incredible program where we send you 3 packs delivered to your door every single month for just $15. And those packs change every month with incredible...
I wanted to get in Shattered Stars, but then I was like, I really don't want to sit there and buy like 30, 40 packs or trying to get a Stellar or something. When I really just want this one card. Like this past celebrations, I wanted to get the Infernal Halloween ones, and I got everything that I wanted for it by just going and finding somebody who bought all of these and bought them from them. So if you want to get into Shattered Stars to possibly get a couple of reverse Stellars or get all those hollows, that's fine. But for me, I'm just gonna buy the cards that I want in the packs when I get to them, when they come out.
Incredible collectible alt art rares that are sure to be dazzling in your collection. And our next series of Shattered Stars does track down the constellations and zodiacs with Scorpio. But right now we have Celebration going on, and you still have time to grab that, including a ton of reverse stellars, 4 reverse stellars. The pull rates have never been better.
I still look at this and wonder who actually thought that the hollow shattered the 4 hollow full art Circle of Skies was a good idea. I don't think anyone thought that was a good idea, and I don't know how that made it out like research and development, because that just muddies down the hollow pools badly.
We've got Stellar Wasp Ivy, Stellar Flammoth, Stellar Imperial, and Stellar Majesty, and a ton of awesome cards to collect like Stained Glass Posthumous and Gloombat, so do not miss out on Celebration Month. But let's shift gears over to Scorpio. I already showed y'all how crazy and amazing that brand new constellation art is, and there are going to be a couple other incredible arts in this pack that you are not going to want to miss out on. The first new common card coming to Shattered Stars on November 1st is Galvenom. Galvenom actually getting
Dude is really trying to make Galvenom work. Nobody plays Galvenom. This is one of those cards that, yeah, it's going to be cool to have one just to make it off my list of cards that I don't have. But who's playing Galvenom? Why would I want to expend 3 Thunder Spears to be able to destroy up to 2 cards? No thanks.
A reprint for the first time, if I'm not mistaken, since its introduction in the starter deck, so this is a really nice timed one. 6 attack, 2 defense. I think this card is actually wicked, man. You can expend 3 thunder to target and destroy up to 2 cards, and it's an awesome art style by Daniel Reyes. And our next comment, of course, is none other than Larvacell. Larvacell getting the
Alright, who's playing Larvacell? I don't think anybody's actually playing Larvacell, so this is just another one of those, really? Nah.
And Suga Mosby treatment here in Shattered Stars. I absolutely love Larvacell, and I know y'all love the Suga Mosby arts, so I hope you guys pick this up in Shattered Stars Scorpio. Of course, I'll have more details about this over the...
If one of the, I'm telling you now, for like this stretch of 8, if the lists aren't in Shattered Stars, what are we doing? Because I know for a fact I would love to get a lava lift, but I don't want to have to sit there and try and find something like... Get a box, hope that I get a lava lift, don't get a lava lift, get upset about that, and then try to find somebody who's actually willing to sell lava lift, because lava lift seems to be so rare compared to all the other lists.
The coming days and weeks, so stay tuned as we close out of October and head towards our next chapter of Shattered Stars. All right, let's shift gears back to Moonrise, because I know you guys are excited about that. First things first is our Artemis card. You guys already know about Artemis through the Statue Divine that came out in Shattered Stars, but this is going to be Artemis regular art. You can pull this as a hollow.
That's a beautiful looking art, I will say, though. Obviously, Artemis can enchant up to 3 extra. You can disenchant to be able to suppress a face-up card until the next end phase. So that's, you can suppress Zeus. You can suppress. It says you can target. So I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be able to suppress a Voltempest or something like that with Zeus on the field. But yeah, very, very interesting card, and is going to see a lot more play as soon as Moonrise comes out.
Hollow rare in your booster boxes, and it is in the starter decks as well, is a 1-cost Lunar Divine. When you cast it, you can enchant it with up to 3 more Lunar Spirits. You can disenchant a Lunar from this Artemis to target an opponent's face-up card and suppress it until the opponent's next end phase. So not only can you suppress Alestrals, which is essentially turning off their effects as long as they're not on the chain already, but you can also suppress cards like Divines, Stadiums, and Artifacts. You can shut off their effects and completely disrupt their strategy with the power of Artemis. Artemis does have a signature artifact coming in Moonrise, and that is the Bow of Artemis. This is a 1-cost.
Obviously, the Bow of Artemis, we were expecting this because you have the Bow of Apollo. Obviously, you're going to get this. It deals piercing damage just like the Bow of Apollo does. When the Empowered Celestial declares an attack, you can Nexus Lunar from your Artemis to the Empowered Celestial.
Cost Lunar artifact that says the Empowered Alestral deals piercing damage. Piercing is the damage that takes place when an attack position Alestral attacks into a defense position Alestral. Typically, no damage is dealt there, but if you have a 3-spirit enchanted Alestral attacking a 1-spirit enchanted defense position Alestral.
This one does piercing. The Bow of Artemis, the Bow of Apollo does direct damage. There's a difference.
And they're empowered by the Bow of Artemis. They would take 2 spirits of damage because you would essentially calculate the damage while they're in defense position. When the Empowered Alestral declares an attack, you can Nexus a Lunar Spirit from your Artemis to the Empowered Alestral. So you can actually make your Alestral even stronger to ensure that you're dealing that damage.
Yeah, you actually mean like you're taking a coup cost that has only 2 on it to make it a 3. So like if you're attacking that Ash Rabbit, which is on the field, instead of doing one thing of damage, you're doing 2. Or if you're a 1 cost, you actually get a little bit of damage off, which is pretty good.
You have the piercing damage, and you can Nexus, and there's a few particular cards in Moonrise that really appreciate receiving Lunar Spirits and receiving Nexuses, so get excited for Bow of Artemis. Now, it may come as no surprise to anybody, but we have a brand new stadium, and that is Temple of the Moon. This is
a very good looking card. I've seen the playmat and everything. This looks great. This, of course, fills out an entire stadium runes for the first season. Hopefully, going forward, we're going to get more stadium runes, but they're going to be like multi-build, like we do the Bear's Den, which nobody uses Bear Den because it's absolutely a waste of time. That we get to see like stadiums that do more than just +1/+1.
Is probably my favorite stadium art that we've done. It is absolutely breathtakingly gorgeous. Jack and Art did not miss on this one.
I can't wait to see what that Alestro is in this art that we don't really have announced yet.
Much like our other stadiums, it's a 1-cost Lunar. It buffs up the Lunar Alestrals that are enchanted with Lunar by +1/+1, so they get a nice little buff depending on how many spirits they have on them. Pretty standard stuff in terms of what we've done across the board for our stadiums, but we did round out the 8 different stadiums for each element, and Temple of the Moon might just be the best art yet. I've been pretty open about the fact that Omni runes, or runes that can use any element type, are going to be reduced in future sets, and you'll start to see that as more sets come out. I kind of create more element-specific runes, but we do have an Omni rune coming here in Moonrise, and that is Divine Healing, and this card has some really
enchant up to 3 from your underworld to a Divine Rune on your field. Wow, that's gonna, oh my god, that's gonna be, oh my god, that makes the disenchanting like Zeus with Voltempest is gonna be a lot more dangerous with that. Healing with water, if you ain't already got your water in your I don't know. I don't think you're gonna see this as much. You wouldn't see this as much played for Poseidon because most of your water is already in your spirit deck because you healed up all the way. But yeah, Hephaestus, like Nexusing with Hephaestus, this is gonna be great, as well as the meter and every single other one of these. This is gonna be such an interesting card.
Interesting implications. It's a 1-cost rune that allows you to enchant up to 3 spirits from your underworld to a divine rune on your field. This is basically Ambrosia 2, but you have to do it for your divine runes, which is very, very interesting, especially considering that it's not element specific. So you can use this to enchant different elemental spirits to your divine rune, and then you can utilize cards like Invoke and Counter runes to use those spirits and essentially siphon them off.
Yeah, so basically if I'm playing my water deck and I want to take, and I don't have my Earthquake, when I used all of my Earth Spirits, and then I draw an Earthquake, and then I want to use this to get 2 Earth Spirits back and put them on my Divine, I could use, and that's very interesting, for sure.
Off the field, it's a little bit more situational and not quite as ubiquitous as an Ambrosia would be, but there's a lot of really cool things you can do with Divine Healing, and I certainly expect this card to make an impact in Moonrise. Don't forget to check out our incredible Alestrals Clash Kickstarter going on right now, and backers get early.
Alright, that's going to be the 4 cards we got for today. We got Apollo, we got the meter, the bow, the Temple of the Moon, which is a beautiful looking art. And honestly, I wish that the other stadiums would get reprinted with better art, because they just don't, they just pale in comparison. By the way, this is a cool little art thing here. Again, 350k plus. Hey, make sure to check out that Kickstarter. Hit that subscribe button. Comment down below. Let me know what you think below. Divine Healing will be very interesting. It also wouldn't surprise me if that might be the last Omni Omni rune we get, as he wants to be phasing out the Omni runes and wants to get more elemental, because we kind of really don't need them as much. But yeah, hit that subscribe button, comment down below, like or dislike this video. Very good look for the lunar element, and hopefully we get to see what all the other elements bring out here. Until then, my name is Franz, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.